Hello world, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Mike White, Artistic Director of the Ron Milner Theater of the Performing Arts. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome you to Sho-town Television Network's presentation of Portraits of Milner. We'd like you to join us as we take a tour through the writings of one of Black America's most prolific Black playwrights. So join us as we see what the wine cellars buy as we travel the roads to the mountaintop. We'll witness urban transitions. We'll even find out who's got his own. So sit back, click on, relax, and enjoy the show. I don't know about my friend Ray, but the first time I heard Charlie, it was like, well, let me put it like it was. Like all boys, I depended on the things that I saw and heard around me for self-clarification, for reaffirmation of my urges and longings, my intuitions and impulses. So I went along, finger popping, shaking my hips, doing the chicken, getting some little mama scared dirty as we rubbed bellies against the wall of one of those circuit beats. Yeah. Everything was in that Detroit, Hastings Street environment, in that register. That kind of music, bluesy, groovy, I dug it. But always I had this frustrating, intuitive vibration, this sense of never really seeing or hearing anything that was truly indicative of all that was me, or nearly all. I mean, popping, shoulder dipping, pelvic evoluting groove was cool, but I needed some more focus, some higher points of self-reflection. And then I stumbled into what Charlie, Bud Powell, and others were doing in Low. Affirmations, affirmations, affirmations. Those shifting harmonies, those quick changing rhythms that involve lyricisms. I mean, the speaking in not only 2 or 3 shouted words, but in long, flowing, complex sentences. How can I tell you about the possibilities that this music brought to me? The ceiling lifted, and out went my sense of freakishness. And what seemed so strange and exotic to others, yet so real and natural to me, was something of the reason I could hardly get a new hat out of the store before I had to break it down and put that particular pointed jitterbug, if you must, crease in it. You see, that hat had to start right away looking like where it had to live and whom it had to suit, not some designer in some factory. Affirmations and clarifications. You see, Charlie showed me by the particular points and creases that he put to old standards like in The Still of the Night, that I could wear my felt crown to the White House and not have to stumble all over myself trying to act and sound like some 4th generation graduate from Harvard. He crystallized a nuance of being that was very necessary to me. I needed that crease in my hat. He, along with others, they updated the sound of things, sped up the beat so that the foot padding was still there, but now it was more the way that when you stomp out a cigarette, when you clear your mouth because you've got something to say and life is racing. And most importantly, I say once more that this music was one of the things that convinced me that I could be as black as night and Hastings Street and still be whatever in life I wanted to be, if I only did it well enough. Aspirations and inspirations. This is what the black artist must mean to the black man, speaking of himself and his living place as truthfully and as artistic as he can. No one else's standards or acceptance in mind but his own. Now they might not play my music on the radio, they might try to make a joke out of me, but someone, somewhere, would react if I did it well.